Hi everyone, Harris here with iDownload Blog, and today we are taking a look at Spigen's collection of cases for the iPhone XR. They are consistently one of the top manufacturers in the business, and I'm excited to show off their offerings today. While looking through their website, I realized that I'm missing a few of the cases, which I'll display on screen, but I've still got 7 other great cases to show you. Starting out, we have the Liquid Air. So opening up this packaging, we can see that inside the wrapper, we have a very soft touch case. I'm a big fan of these cases. It is soft, it's rubbery, it's matte, kind of has that chalky feel at first. But this one has a nice texture on the back. It's got that cross line look going across the back of the case, which looks nice, and it just adds a little bit of variety to it. But overall, it's a very well-rounded case. It's going to be rounded in your hand, rounded on the sides. The buttons are incredibly clicky, which I really like about that. Everything is accessible, so this case also has a lip, and you'll get some decent protection, but most of all, this is a pretty thin, minimal case, but it offers the texture on the back, which differentiates it from a standard TPU case. I am a very big fan of this. It's slim, it's lightweight, and it feels really good in the hand, and it has everything that you need from a case. Case number 2 is the Neo Hybrid, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not digging this case as much. It's got a 2-piece design with plastic on the back, and then a similar matte, chalky texture. It's still smooth and nice, and it does have that texturized finish, which is nice and allows it to look a little bit different than just a plain TPU case, but I'm just not a fan of the plastic on the sides and the design overall. It does come in a few different colors, and maybe this is for you, but for me, I'm just not a huge fan of the design, but nonetheless, it still is a good case. The buttons are very clicky and easy to press. Not super grippy, but still does have some. So again, the Neo Hybrid case is not my favorite design, but it might be for you, so that's still a good offering. Up next, we have the Rugged Armor. I'm not sure exactly why it's named this because it's not particularly more rugged than any other case they really offer, but it's very similar to the first case that we looked at in this video, but I think it's a little bit more appropriate for the iPhone XR because it shows some more color. You have the Apple logo cut out, which I am a fan of just because it does show off the design, but you have a simple black matte texture on this in terms of the middle rather than the texturized of the previous ones, but the top and bottom does add some accessorizing with some carbon fiber that I think looks really nice. It's a fun accent. The buttons are clicky. The case is slim and lightweight, well rounded, so it feels very comfortable in the hand with a lay on the table design. And by the way, all of these cases I've tested to work with wireless charging and Apple's dock, so no issues there. A good case if you want something similar to the first case we showed, but showing off that color a little bit. I'm a fan of this case. Up next, we have the Thin Fit. Now, the Thin Fit is for a very specific crowd. It's for people that are not looking for a ton of protection, but maybe some scratch protection on the back of the phone. Now, I will admit the Thin Fit probably isn't the best phone for the iPhone XR. The reason being is that A, it doesn't offer a ton of protection, and B, it just hides the color of the phone. But if this is something that you do want, it is an option. It doesn't scratch very much, it's slim, it'll give you some back protection, some scratch protection, and if you were to drop it, it's still better than no case. But it does come in a few different colors. If you wanted to get one that matched your phone, that would be a little bit better, but it still hides the color of the body of the phone itself. Up next is the Tough Armor, which is much more aptly named than the Rugged Armor. This is a case that is a bit thicker. It's still not thick by any means. Once it goes in, you have a case with easy to press buttons, a lay on the table design, a slightly thicker build showing off that Apple logo again, and you also get the kickstand. It comes in some fun colors, again does show off some color, but yeah, if you're looking for something a little bit more protection from Spigen, this is the one you want to go for. It's a pretty good offering with some shock absorbing rubber around the device. Alright, up next is the Ultra Hybrid, and I see a lot of value in this case for this phone for a couple reasons. One, it obviously shows off that beautiful color of your phone, does that very well, and I think this is one of the best cases for that. It comes with plastic installed on this case, so you take that off and you have a freshly sealed, clean case for your iPhone XR. And then it also adds a lot of grip. It's kind of a tacky material, not uncomfortably tacky, but enough that gives you some grip, which is nice to have so that you're not likely to be dropping your phone as much. It's still slim, it's lightweight, and it feels nice in the hand. The buttons are easy to press and everything is open, and it will give you some protection because it has some reinforced sides and corners, but it will show off the design of your iPhone XR. I can't speak to any yellowing on this case. I can't confirm or deny whether that will happen. I imagine it won't be a big issue, and you can probably get it replaced if it were to become an issue, but this is a good case for the iPhone XR. Up next is the Ultra Hybrid case for the XR, and that's pretty similar to the last one we looked at, but this one is good if you want the accented sides around the case. It will allow you to do that, and I'm a big fan of this because if you're not looking for the totally clear case, this will still allow you to fully show off the color of your iPhone XR just by hiding the frames though, by still getting a clear back to show off the color. Again, just like all the other cases, the buttons are super clicky and tactile. It'll give you some protection, less grip than the previous case, but you still get some from the back of it with the glossy material. It'll show some scratches eventually and less yellowing than a completely clear case. So if you're looking for something with some accents, this is the one for that. So those are Spigen's cases for the iPhone XR. There's a lot of great offerings, and there are a few that I unfortunately did not receive in the mail. Hopefully I can check those out at some point, but if you're interested in any of these cases, I will leave a link in the description for you to check out. But thank you for watching. Let me know your favorite case down in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.